Welcome, friends, to the next Bhagavad Gita lesson. Let's settle in with a slow, deep breath. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti. Let's see. We're in episode number 234, entitled, Who is Using the Mind? And we're on the 26th verse of the 5th chapter. It goes, Those who have shed desire and anger and made the mind an instrument of the true self find themselves ever permeated by a sublime, ineffable peace of Brahma Nirvana. Sri Krishna is saying that if our mind is an instrument of the one pure consciousness, the source of our peace will be our inner being. We will no longer be dependent on the right external situations. When our mind is an instrument of the separate self, it's caught in a repetitive tape loop of its conditioning, and our peace is mostly based on our approval of how things are going. So it's clear that our peace will be more secure if the mind is an instrument of the one true self. How to bring that about? The mind seems to have a mind of its own. We don't know what our next thought is going to be. As we look at the quality of our thoughts, though, it's likely that it's evident that the mind is currently more aligned with the separate self. What can we do about that? In the next two verses, Krishna introduces the idea of meditation, and he'll go deeper into that in the next chapter, chapter 6. And that's an important start. Or even if we become very steady in our meditation practice, we have to consider what the mind is doing the other 22 or 23 hours a day. For our reflection, once we get off our cushion, is there anything else we can do to switch the mind's allegiance? One thing I can suggest is to be aware of what we're feeding the mind. Is a thought sattvic, with a sense of goodness and caring? Is it rajasic, tinged with desire and restlessness? Is it tamasic, dark and dull? Can we take a bigger role in overseeing the diet of the mind by determining what thoughts we encourage and what thoughts we ignore? It's important to remember that ignoring thoughts is different than repression, which tends to make those thoughts even more attractive to the mind. God only made the first man more interested in it when he told Adam not to eat the fruit. Thanks for joining. See you next week. Om Shanti. Shanti. Shanti.